Now, which of these ways would you choose to reveal your secret crush on someone? A, would you write that person a letter? B, would you tell the person in private in case he rejects you? Or C, would you tell that person that you're gay and you hope he is on national television? We have flown 6 men and women into Chicago here who know someone has a crush on them, but that's all they know.
This next clip is from a talk show called The Jenny Jones Show. The date of filming, March 6th of 1995. A man named Scott AMEDURE went on the show to confess his love for a 24-year-old acquaintance named John Schmidt, with their friend Donna by his side. After discussing the fantasies that he wanted to fulfill with John, John comes out onto the stage, and that's when he learns everything. He had assumed that Donna was going to be the secret crush, but once he learned it was in fact Scott who had a crush on him, his entire demeanor changed. Check out the clip for yourself.
Scott. Now, Donna has been helping Scott pursue his secret crush on John. John's backstage. He can't hear us. How bad's the crush? Tell me about the first time you met him. Where was he?
Basically, well, he was under a car, working on her brake line.
Yeah. And that was your first time? What was your first impression?
Well, I only saw the lower half of him, so you can imagine.
You think? Okay, you think about you have fantasies about him?
I've had a couple, yeah.
Yeah, you had when he was under the car, you had a fantasy about him.
Yeah, something to do with like brake oil, line snapping, and...
Tell us about, you have another one that involved, you were in a hammock or something? Tell us about that fantasy.
Yeah, actually, I got a pretty big hammock in my yard, and I thought about tying him up to my hammock.
And?
Well, it entails like whipped cream and champagne, stuff like that.
So, Donna, what are you doing to help out here? Have you tried to get them in the same room together?
Oh, yeah.
John lives downstairs from you, right?
He lives downstairs from me. So a lot of times John will come up for dinner, and I'll give Scott a call and say, hey, Scott, John's on his way over. So, you know, Scott comes right over. And
now, John, he knows you're gay, right?
Yeah.
Do you know that he is?
No.
Anything's possible.
You hope. Do you have any reason to think he is, Donna? I mean,
not really. He said that his family kind of questioned him on it. He's a very open person, so it really wouldn't surprise me.
Okay. So you've gone as far. You're trying to set them up. When John's at your house, you invite Scott over. Is that how it works?
Oh yeah.
Trying to get
discuss them on the phone.
You do?
Yeah. We'll be talking, and I'll hear him pull in because he's got a loud car. And
give us a physical, before he comes out, give us a physical description. What is it that's so exciting about him to you?
He's got a cute little hard body. You know, one you just want to pick up and put in your curio cabinet, you know, dust him off once in a while.
You want to physically pick him up?
Oh, he's just a tiny little cute thing. He's gorgeous.
Well, all right, let's see if he really is. Get the headphones off of John, and let's have John come out here and see who has the crush on him. Here's John. Did you think Donna had the crush on you?
Did I? No, we're good friends.
Well, guess what? It's Scott that has the crush on you.
You lied to me. Very interesting.
Before we talk, take a look at, it'll show a little playback of what Scott said about you, John. Take a look at that monitor
right
down there. Oh, it's not ready. I'm sorry, it's not ready. We'll get it ready in a second.
Actually, I got a pretty big hammock in my yard, and I thought about tying him up to my hammock.
And?
Well, it entails like whipped cream and champagne, stuff like that.
Scott was pretty open about. He's been fantasizing about you since he saw you under that car for the first time. He had an under the car fantasy and he had a hammock fantasy he's been telling us about. Did you have any idea that he liked you this much?
No, I did not.
Can you tell us what your status is? I mean, you involved with anybody, or?
No, but I am definitely heterosexual, I guess you could say.
Donna and Scott both said, anything could happen. Scott said, anything could happen. You're hoping maybe... No, yeah, let me get you a plate here. So, John, how you doing, okay?
I'm doing good.
Are you at least flattered by this, or what does this do to your...
Oh, yeah, I'm
What's it going to do
flattered
to your relationship now?
To what relationship?
Your relationship with Scott, your friendship.
Actually, Scott was a guy, Donna lives upstairs from me. And Scott was a guy, one night I pulled in, she was looking at her brakes, and I was looking at the brakes too, and Scott pulls in behind me and goes, well, your car's pretty funny, because I drew this peace sign in the back of my car, and it's, it says Peace Man on it, and then Scott says, you look like a hippie in your car, and then you get out of your car, and then he told Donna that I was a good-looking guy, and Donna told me, and I said, well, it's flattering, but... It's
flattering, but you're not interested, there's no way. There's no way, right?
No, I'm nowadays you have to
at least you got it out. Are you very disappointed?
No, actually, no.
The thing
it's a nice compliment. It's nothing else. It's a nice compliment to pay somebody. We'll take a break and come back with a woman. Are you ready for this? Listen now. She's engaged, but she has a secret crush on her fiance's female co-worker.
3 days after the episode was filmed on March 9th, 1995, Scott left a sexually suggestive note outside of John's house, which led to John buying a shotgun, traveling to the trailer home where Scott lived, and killing him via 2 shotgun blasts to the chest. John then called 911 and admitted to the murder.
I think I just got him in.
Okay, calm down, okay?
I shot this guy.
Okay, why did you do that?
Because he took me on national TV and he's up on the street.
He later said it was because of the events that took place on the Jenny Jones show that inspired him to kill Scott. He was convicted of the murder in 1996 and sentenced to 25 to 50 years in prison. AMEDURE's family filed a lawsuit against the show and they won $25 million. Jonathan Schmidt was released from prison on August 22, 2017.